who's the target of your ire tonight?
It's got to be, listen, they get the credit when they win. They get the blame when they lose. It's got to come down to the stars in the team. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown was by far the most talented player on the court tonight. And when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, you're looking for Jaylen Brown to go into takeover mode if he is that guy. You don't have Tatum out there, so you're not deferring to Tatum. The guy that they're going to be looking to do your thing, to score, to make stops, get the team going, be the leader. And it didn't happen. They ended up blowing a lead, fourth quarter lead once again, and he didn't step up, and nobody else was able to make up for the lack of his production and the fact that they didn't have Tatum. It's the same thing. You don't have Tatum. Ime, okay, that's fair. Ime
is my target. I just don't think he did a good enough job preparing him for a game that, frankly, I don't think he needed to. It was a heavy lift to prepare for. Jaylen is, as you pointed out, Jimmy, Jaylen is your best player. But damn it, you got so many guys that were back in the fold who have been thirsting for an opportunity to get out there and not have to worry about their minutes. There was absolutely nothing that was going to limit Peyton Pritchard in terms of minutes played there. He didn't have to worry about anything. And you start looking at the guys that played, that was the MO. The reason that they were out there was to play the game. As Herm Edwards was saying, you play the game to win.
Play to win the game.
You play to win the game.
Exactly. And they completely missed that part of the statement. They just played. They didn't play to win. They just played. And Ime, I believe, has a lot to do with that. I just didn't think he had.
It's a good one. I like that answer too. You
could apply.
You got to get your guys fired up to play.
You can apply Dennis Green to this game. We are who they thought they were. We thought they were.
And we let them off the hook.
Let them off the hook.
Could.
We'll soon be doing the Jim Mora with this team. I'm sticking it on Jaylen because Rob is inconsistent. I wish he wasn't, but he is. Jaylen Brown, as Jimmy said, was the number one guy on the court. Easily the most talented player on the court. And I don't know at what point he still every once in a while just goes through those little mini stretches where he pulls up and everything is splash, splash, splash.
Right.
But then overall, the wild shots, how many times did he drive into the lane with no idea? He had 2 assists that were blind. He looked up last second and thank goodness somebody was there and he threw it to him. One was the Romeo dunk. He's doing that thing where the head down into the paint with no objective. It's just his flow, his whole chi is off since his return, and his handle is a mess. He's out of sync with everybody. He's firing passes out of bounds, but not only that, he's passing, and then the guy doesn't know if he's coming towards him or to screen or he's going to go away. Everything about him looks off. Nobody is playing well around him. It feels like something's just. His whole flow is off at this moment. And you could chalk that up to rust, but that's the stuff we used to see from him before where we're like, does this guy know how to play basketball? And he's had a couple of moments where again, the shot looks lights out. It doesn't look like the hammy's bothering him.
And how about the free throws?
But he's so confused right now. He's just really out of control out there.
They've lost a couple of games on free throws now too. Warriors and this one I would include. They missed 5 of their first 6 into the fourth, and a game where they were down by 7 into the crunch time there. The overall numbers I don't have in front of me, but 8 of 13 from Brown in particular is just inexcusable. That is another thing that there's just no explanation for. How are you missing key free throws in a game? None of these guys are really weak links on that spot, and Brown shouldn't be at this point. What can you say?
Yeah, 21 for 28, 75%.
Yeah, that's not good enough.
No, could be better.
Al Horford.
And again, this isn't they got to trade Jaylen sort of thing. It's just, you expect the most out of your best players, and tonight was one of those
he's
nights.
the reason I looked at this game and said, "There's no way they lose this," because there was no one on the Minnesota side that could match him talent-wise.